Puerto Rico isn't just beaches and piña coladas. It's wilder than that. Picture this: a bay that glows like liquid lightning, a rainforest where waterfalls double as swimming pools, and street parties so intense your Fitbit thinks you ran a marathon. Most visitors never see past the postcards. But you're about to. Because this guide unlocks the side of Puerto Rico locals keep for themselves: the hidden food stalls, the secret swimming holes, and the one beach that'll burn itself into your memory forever. Let's kick it off in Old San Juan. Pastel buildings that look like an Instagram filter collided with colonial history, and cobblestones that will punish your ankles but reward your soul. Here's your checklist. Castillo San Felipe del Moro, a fortress built to keep pirates away. Today, it's mostly keeping TikTok dancers entertained. La Fortaleza, a governor's mansion so colorful it looks like Barbie chose the paint swatches. Calle del Cristo, home to boutiques, cafes, and the famous Chapel of Christ the Savior. Legend says it was built after a miracle. The modern miracle? Surviving the humidity without your hair exploding. But don't get too cozy, because San Juan isn't just historic. Later I'll show you the street where salsa music takes over, and sleep becomes optional. Puerto Rican food isn't grab a snack, it's grab a second stomach. Mofongo, mashed plantains with garlic, pork cracklings, and sauce so addictive it needs a warning label. Alcapurrias, fried fritters stuffed with beef or crab. Street food perfection. Lechón in Guavate, whole roast pig, crispy skin, music blasting, rum flowing. It's basically Sunday Mass, but with pork. And speaking of rum, welcome to Casa Bacardi. It's Disneyland, but instead of Mickey Mouse, you get mojitos. Do the tasting flight, but fair warning, after 3 shots, you'll think you can salsa. You cannot. Cliffhanger. And if you think the food is wild, wait until you see where locals go to cool off. It's not the beach. Enter El Yunque National Forest, the only tropical rainforest in the US system. This is where waterfalls crash harder than your Wi-Fi, and hiking trails lead to pools so clear you'll swear Fiji bottled them. Try Lamina Falls if you want the classic Instagram shot. Or climb up Mount Britain Tower for views that look photoshopped. Pro tip: pack bug spray or become a mosquito buffet. But El Yunque has a rival, hidden in the mountains of Utuado. It's called Charco Azul, a natural swimming hole where the water's blue enough to make bottled Gatorade jealous. Okay, yes, Puerto Rico does have beaches. And they're outrageous. Flamenco Beach, Culebra, turquoise water, white sand, and a random rusted US Navy tank left behind. Perfect for history buffs, or people who just like weird photo ops. Playa Crash Boat, Aguadilla. Once a military port, now a beach where locals dive off old piers while you work on your tan. Bonus: food kiosks with fish tacos that ruin all other fish tacos. Jobos Beach, Isabela. Chill vibes, great surf, and bars serving piña coladas in coconuts. Yes, coconuts. But the most mind-blowing beach? You'll only see it after dark. Puerto Rico doesn't do quiet nightlife. It does your Fitbit thinks you ran a marathon. Head to La Placita de Santurce. By day, it's a farmer's market. By night, it's salsa, reggaeton, and strangers pulling you into dance circles whether you consent or not. For something more underground, try Nuyorican Café. Tiny venue, huge vibe, poetry slams, and live jazz until the walls sweat. But even if you skip the nightlife, Puerto Rico has a way of glowing on its own, literally. Here's the jaw drop. Puerto Rico has not one, not two, but three bioluminescent bays. That's right, water that lights up when you move through it. Mosquito Bay, Vieques. Guinness World Record for brightest bio bay. Every paddle stroke looks like you're playing with liquid starlight. Laguna Grande, Fajardo. The easiest to reach from San Juan. Kayak tours slip through mangroves into glowing water. La Parguera, Lajas. The only bio bay you can swim in. Warning, you'll come out feeling like a Marvel character. This is Puerto Rico's mic drop moment, the scene you'll brag about forever. Leave the coast, and you'll find mountain towns that feel like secret worlds. Ponce, the pearl of the South, with colonial plazas and street art. Don't miss the firehouse-turned-museum painted bright red and black stripes. Utuado and Jayuya, coffee country. Tours take you through fincas where beans grow on misty slopes, and you'll taste coffee so fresh it makes Starbucks taste like brown water. Adjuntas, known as the Switzerland of Puerto Rico. Cooler weather, rolling hills, and enough hiking trails to make you consider moving here permanently. And if you thought Puerto Rico was all salsa and rum, just wait until you meet its carnival side. Puerto Rico doesn't host parties, it shuts down cities. San Sebastian Street Festival, Old San Juan turns into a giant block party every January. Ponce Carnival, Mardi Gras vibes with horned vehigantes chasing kids through the streets. Terrifying? Yes. Fun? Absolutely. Saborea, Puerto Rico. Chefs duel on the beach while you juggle a fork and a rum cocktail. Here's what nobody tells you. Puerto Rico feels like two worlds. On one hand, you get US convenience, dollars, cell service, no passport needed for Americans. On the other, you're in a Caribbean culture bursting with Spanish, African, and Taino roots. It's messy, musical, and magic all at once. The ultimate Puerto Rico trip isn't just beaches or food or parties. It's letting the island pull you into its rhythm. And once it does, you'll never want to leave. So, think you've seen it all? Not even close. Because if Puerto Rico just blew your mind, wait until you see the Big Dominican Republic travel guide. Neighboring island, totally different chaos. Jungles, mountain towns, and beaches that compete toe-to-toe with Puerto Rico. Click the link. Trust me, you'll want to compare.